Good morning. This is your 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. Continuing to see some cloudy conditions out there this morning. We actually did see the ceilings lower a bit since the morning briefing, seeing those ceilings around 500 feet at this time. But overall, we'll be moving into an unsettled weather pattern as we go through the first half of the week this week. And then we'll see some breezy conditions as we finish out the second half. And things should start to quiet up as we get into the weekend time frame and seeing dry weather for the second half and into the weekend overall as well. If we look at the current surface analysis, we do have this boundary that's stretched across the mid-Atlantic here, and expecting that boundary to lift through our area today as a warm front briefly before sinking back south. But as that boundary continues to linger over the region over the coming days, it's going to keep some unsettled weather moving through the area with some on and off rain chances as a few waves of energy move along that. And then this area of low pressure is going to track eastward as we get into the middle of the week, and that's going to bring this cold front and an upper level trough through our area, bringing our better chance of more widespread rain and thunderstorms pushing through, as well as some cooler air moving in behind that for the end of the week. If we look at the upper level winds from this morning sounding, we had some southeasterly winds near the surface, becoming more westerly as we get up in the mid and upper levels. We're seeing our peak wind today at 80 knots at 25,000 feet, and the freezing levels at 9,700 feet. If we look at our current visible satellite, we can see socked into clouds over the local area at this time. Again, as that warm front lifts north through the area as we expect it to as we go into the afternoon time frame, we could see a break in those clouds, maybe a few peaks of sun coming through for the afternoon hours, but then we'll see that those clouds build back in as that boundary sinks further south once again. If we look at our current local radar, we can see still had those showers moving through across the northern peninsula earlier this morning. Those continue to move east to east northeastward, not impacting the local region at this time, and not expecting that as we go through the day today. So if we look at a high resolution model, see what we can expect over the next couple of days. We'll see dry conditions as we move through today. Again, as that boundary lifts through the area, could see a break in the clouds briefly, and then those clouds build back in going into the overnight time frame. As we get past the 8 a.m. time frame and further on, we'll start to see a chance of a few light showers swinging through the area, and then a better chance as we get past midnight with some scattered potentially showers moving through the area, maybe even an embedded thunderstorm with this activity as we move through the morning hours of Tuesday. And as we get to the start of Tuesday, maybe a lingering shower or two around. And then we'd look to see a break in some of that activity, maybe a passing light shower as we move through the daytime, but then another chance of rain possibly moving into the area as we go into the evening time frame Tuesday and early morning on Wednesday. As you can see here, that area of low pressure starts to approach the region with the boundary, and out ahead of that, we're seeing some scattered showered activity moving in starting early morning on Wednesday and then continuing through the day on Wednesday. And as you can see, as that boundary approaches, more widespread scattered showers moving through the area. So if we zoom out and look at the European model here, we can see that area of low pressure and boundary pushes through. As that happens, we'll see some breezy conditions in the area on Wednesday, wet conditions as well, some lightning chances continue. Then that area of low pressure starts to move off to the east, and we see that upper level trough coming in behind that. So that's going to bring in some cooler air into the region and will likely keep things cloudy as that upper level trough lingers over the region for the remainder of the week and into the weekend. So it's going to keep things cooler and cloudy, and we'll continue to see some breezy conditions as the surface low lingers off the New England coast. So breezy conditions continuing on Thursday, as well as some breezy conditions likely into Friday. And then going into the weekend, still seeing that upper level trough linger over the area, so keeping clouds around mainly, and some slightly breezy conditions for the weekend. But as we get into the end of the weekend, we start to see that upper level trough moving out of the area and that surface low moving up further off the coast, and that's going to weaken that pressure gradient. We'll see those winds lightening up as we go through the day on Sunday with high pressure starting to build back in, and return to seasonable temperatures, and looking at some quiet weather as we get into the start of our next work week. So if we look at the 24-hour weather risk chart for today, expecting green conditions as we go through the work hours today. We'll see cloudy conditions to mostly cloudy conditions potentially as we get into the afternoon with that chance of a few peaks of sun. We'll see mild conditions with a high around 64 degrees, and those winds not too impactful as we go through today until we get to the later part of the afternoon with a northwesterly wind 8 to 13 knots, gusting up to 18 knots, but again, not seeing a wind advisory with that as we go through the day. And then going into the evening, we start to pick up that chance of a few showers moving through with just a yellow chance of precip, lightning, and reduced ceilings and visibilities as we get past the 8 p.m. time frame, and then we see those precip chances increasing as we get past midnight up to an orange risk going into the morning hours on Tuesday. We'll see a mild low around 47 degrees, and we'll see those winds more northeasterly as that front sinks back south, gusting up to 18 knots initially, and then becoming quite light as we get into the morning hours on Tuesday. So with that lighter wind, we'll have a chance for some misty or foggy conditions as well as those low cloud layers moving through. We'll see tides running about a half a foot to a foot above normal. If we look at the extended forecast here, again, we'll have that chance of rain showers early on Tuesday, then maybe a few passing showers as we move through today, and then another round of showers later as we go Tuesday night into early on Wednesday morning. High around 60 degrees, low around 48 Tuesday night, and as we go into Wednesday, again, we'll start to see that more widespread rain chances moving through out ahead and along that boundary, an area of low pressure that swings through the region. So showers and thunderstorms, a better chance of that activity on Wednesday with a percentage around 80% at this time. We'll see those breezy conditions as well. High around 64 ahead of the front, and cooler air starts to move in as we get into the remainder of the week. We'll see our low around 44 and then a high around 56 on Thursday. Very slight chance of maybe seeing a lingering shower or sprinkle on Thursday as that upper level trough continues to linger over the area, but otherwise just seeing mostly cloudy and breezy conditions. That continues as we go into Friday with a high around 52 on Friday as well as Saturday, with continuing mostly cloudy conditions. Breezier on Friday, but still slightly breezy for Saturday. Then we start to see a few breaks in the clouds, and the breeze starts to relax a bit as we go through the day on Sunday, and our high around 55 degrees for our Sunday afternoon. That's going to wrap up the 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. We'll be back again tomorrow at 8:15 and 10 a.m. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day.